Pop the chair shot. Get it right.
Welcome back, Wrestle Nerds. Victor Billy. Wrestling's making their way to the ring.
Ya tú sabes, JP Savage.
Back for the first time, old school.
Oh, it's mischief, you heard?
Gentlemen, we are back to serve our duty. Yes, I said duty, and it's not even 5 seconds into the damn show. How you gentlemen doing? How we holding up, guys?
He said
Duty ready for booty.
Yes,
What?
sir. Affirmative. Roger that.
I think so.
How we doing, old school? It's been a while.
Like Ricochet's thumb, we're back in it. What?
Hey,
Selfish.
wow.
Yeah!
Not missing a BIC. Good Lord have mercy.
Oh,
Aunt Mama's on the pancakes.
No doubt.
Old school, what are you drinking, yo?
A little bit of the Jameson cold brew.
how's that
Wepa.
You know, it's when you want to get drunk and still stay awake.
Yes, indeed.
Just like Red Bull and vodka.
Fire
Or it's like the
Starbucks
WWE
barista.
and AEW still producing shows during this quarantine. Coronavirus
indeed.
2020.
As long as we got our beer, I mean, I think I could watch anything, literally. But I know we all trying to do some cardio, right? We've been locked in this house, we're getting fat, getting chubby, getting them
I've
love
been locked
handles.
in.
Yourself.
Nothing.
I've been the push-up champion of the world in my household.
Oh, I saw that
You ain't
challenge.
done.
I was gonna answer it, but I was a little busy. I have so much to do here, so I'm but I'll get to it.
Decorating your
I
green
will
screen.
get, yeah.
JP ain't done 7
This took
push-ups.
work. This took work. Hey, but
Several
let's get
times
into
today.
it, ladies and gentlemen.
Is that a pair of your grandma's panties?
Ding, 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 ding.
Another
Eso son
week.
desacrados.
Another week quarantine in the books, gentlemen. But AEW won't let a pandemic slow them down whatsoever. This week they decided to, deliver, but also manage to ruffle some feathers at the same time in
Rumor.
Stanford with Brody Lee's segment. How do we answer all of this? Old school, you know a thing or two about Vince McMahon not knowing or not liking sneezing around him, right? And not, and eating a certain story about eating a steak first in the Morton Steakhouse.
So Vince has always been a person who's a bit of a control freak. He hates anything that can't be controlled. Yeah. I mean, you guys wouldn't know that, right? So he's been notoriously known to freak out if he sneezes or if someone else sneezes, because he hates the fact that it's not controlled. The one thing I was sad that they didn't do is he's notorious for putting ketchup on his steaks, which just sounds like the worst thing ever in the world. Like,
Vincent
why would you
Kennedy
do that?
McMahon, one of the richest people in the world, puts ketchup on his steak?
Yo,
Like,
is
could
it
you-
well done?
Could you imagine going to Smith & Wolinski's, because that's his spot, and being like, nah, I need some ketchup. I need some Heinz on this.
You get Outback
Hey.
takeaway. Not even like dine in.
Hey, I like that.
shit.
I like that.
Yeah!
Outback, bro.
Vete pa' tu casa!
Wait a minute. Are you trying to tell me that Vincent Kennedy McMahon puts ketchup on his steaks?
I even mean, yo.
Are you talking about ketchup or is it catsup?
I know people that put catsup on their
It
pancakes.
doesn't matter. You don't put ketchup on steak. You don't ruin something so sacrilegious by drowning in the acidity of poison that is ketchup.
How do
God.
you feel about steak sauce?
I can fuck with steak sauce, but not on the steak, on the side.
Little juicy.
Like a
Mission,
dipping, right?
Mission,
Like,
let me tell you,
I'll do steak sauce with the fries. That's about it.
Ooh, what the-
Yeah.
I've had that. How about steak sauce with hot sauce and ketchup and honey?
You grew up in the
Ketchup.
hood.
And
What kind of kindergarten
and-
bullshit are you pulling off?
and Chipotle.
Jesus.
Yeah, Chipotle coming in, Chipotle going out.
Hey.
The Chipotleate.
The insiders, you already know. But Mischief, let me ask you, how do you feel about the actual segment with Brody Lee himself? Because I mean, Vince McMahon may be a little. I don't even think Vince is mad. But how do you feel about it being that serious?
It's not serious. I hated it. I hated it because that's not who Brody Lee's supposed to be. Like, he's not funny. Is that what he was trying to be? Because I thought he was gonna be the exalted one. I'm fucking motherfuckers up. Bang. Like, Not like doing skits in a restaurant. Like, I don't know. I wasn't crazy about it. So just from like storyline aspect, like, I don't know. Maybe listen, he's new, right? So this is a whole new aspect. Anything can happen. But in my head, like, I just didn't think it helped him to do it. Now, what the content was, it was all right, he's getting at Vince, but I wasn't like, you could do better. Like, I was not impressed. I didn't think it helped in any kind of way. I thought it was whack, really. I don't know. They could have done without it and been
Maybe
fine.
it needs more dialogue. Maybe it needs more story. Who knows? We got to tune in to see. JP, for what we did see, though. For what we did see, you're a man of class and style for your shit. You know, you see you very dressed up and all that. Love that about you, brother.
How I shower.
How did you like Brody's setup, though? How did you like his attire? How did you like his build? Do you see this as a better look than what he had in WWE? That, beat up wife beater?
So Brody Lee, while digesting, just looking at the entire package of what they're presenting to us on AEW, it just reminds me of NFL free agency right now, right? You're overpaying for an overrated wrestler, right? Or you're putting someone, giving them a spotlight, maybe when they're not ready.
You think Brody Lee's overrated?
I don't know. I'm not saying overrated. I'm just saying he's getting an opportunity. He's getting that promotion right now. He's getting an opportunity to be creatively to do what he wants to do. I'm more entertained with the potential than what they produced so far. Does that make sense?
I posed a question to all of you guys. How do you feel about his finisher? Because he's got like this Sister Abigail setup that he turns into like this lariat, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, what's that about?
I think that's a tribute to New Japan as well, as much as it is to
that's
Ray,
what
right?
It is, though, right? Like, it's 2020. Everyone has to do the freaking Rainmaker now. And
Shout out
it's
to the
stupid.
Rainmaker.
Like
I get it.
A guy like him,
Brody Lee has always hit a beautiful discus lariat, but this is garbage, hot garbage.
I don't like it. It's not smooth. And
it takes work to get that smoothness, yo.
Listen,
not everybody does it like he does.
He's one of the few big men they have. Let him do a powerbomb. Like, just.
Well, I will say though, in looking at the in-ring work, he put in a lot of powerful moves before that finisher, that like sold the fact that that's all he needed, right? Like the entire time the announcers are saying, my God, this guy's getting beaten down. This ref might have to stop this soon. Like, this is what was the story being told to us. And there was a lot of technical moves being pulled off. So the way the match went, it made sense. Moving forward, does he need a better finisher? Yeah, he could do a lot better.
Okay, no doubt. But this seems like one of the many uncertainties. And in times of such uncertainty, WWE is determined to provide some uncertainty tonight. But they're also rumored to do some content that's pre-recorded for the show. I'm talking even some matches. Old school, how do we feel about these matches? And come on, man, talk to me a bit. What do they entail? What do we think they entail, at least?
A whole lot of pre-recorded bullshit that's gonna make us really sad. When Brock finally
you started with 25 years ago, set us up with that beautiful entry and you get some pre-recorded bullshit.
You think you're paying for one-on-one time with the girl, but no, you're just getting some pre-recorded bullshit.
Exactly.
$9.99.
You know what I'm saying? Why? I don't need to hear recorded. You know. I could go to the network and watch. I could watch Taker versus Sid, which happened 25 years ago.
And has it aged well, old school?
Yo, did you hear about Tammy Sitch?
And her tits coming out on Twitter?
We've heard a lot about her.
Yo, she just came out of prison and she put a picture up. She's like, hey, go to my OnlyFans. Where her titties out. Yo, she was still in the prison. She took that picture in the prison cell, son.
So sad.
Now that brings a whole lot. That brings a whole new meaning to social distancing right there.
Hey.
JP Savage.
It's the coronavirus special.
Does this new style of WrestleMania intrigue you in any bit? Does it affect any way you're gonna watch or how you're gonna intake what you see or what you expect?
Yeah, of course, it's gonna affect it in many ways, asshole. We're not gonna be able to see it live. We're not gonna be able to see people there.
Well,
We're
it's
not gonna be able to see
gonna be
the
all
matches.
recorded. Some of it is gonna be recorded. It's still gonna be live. You still have the live presence.
Yeah, but there's still gonna be performers that are not gonna participate because of the health issues. But what this does present
Who?
is
Dana
an
Brooke?
opportunity, an
That's a Dana.
opportunity for WrestleMania to be something different that we've never had before. If they're gonna bring a pre-recorded element to this production, there's an opportunity to pull off matches like The Rock versus Mankind in an empty arena match, Roddy Piper versus Goldust in a backlap brawl, right? Where you had the OJ
Blah, blah,
segment,
blah.
kinda, the
Blah, blah.
backlap brawl.
Black,
bitch.
black, 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 black. How could you slap?
So, I mean,
Heck,
we're
is
not
this
gonna get
live?
anything else, right? And if anything, I'm encouraged by how the weekly product has improved. You see both shows, AEW and NXT, Raw, SmackDown, putting on a show now. Not so much feeding off of what the crowd is giving them, but putting on a show, being performers, acting. That's
Mischief,
a little
you,
different.
you certainly seem like you have your own take on that one, Mischief. How about you counter that?
I put hand sanitizer in my eyeballs.
Tis the season.
Wow, I've never felt more alive.
He's stimulating his tear ducts.
Listen. What the fuck are you even talking about? My eyeballs are burning.
Yeah.
WrestleMania, like, what are you even talking about, dog? Everybody's gonna watch it no matter what it is. No matter what it ends up being. You're home. I'm home. We're gonna be watching that shit. So they're gonna give us a heroic performance.
I'm in your
because
home.
we're all going to appreciate the fact that they're doing something to entertain us. We're going to have something to watch for 2 days because it's too big for just one day. They're going to be able to put on pre-recorded matches. This Boneyard match can happen in a graveyard, cemetery, some bullshit, right? We can have some really spectacular things possibly happen that are never going to happen ever again. And it just gives them a really good opportunity, to your point, JP, to use this to change WrestleMania a little bit, spice it up, maybe find some different ingredients, and then kill it for SummerSlam in the summer. When we're done with all this, August is around the time that people are saying that, like, we can get back to normal, whatever normal means. So, like, if that's true and that can be the first big show, it'll be bigger than WrestleMania for 1 year, at least. They're trying to give the big four, like, more prestige, and SummerSlam is the easy one, like, right now. Like, that's just a great way to just steamroll it.
I definitely like that idea with SummerSlam. I can see things hopefully being back to normal by then. Let's hope, right?
Old school. I know you had some shit to say about that, though.
Yeah, no, enlighten us,
what?
please.
Okay.
Exactly.
Nothing.
Well,
Nothing.
I know what old school was saying
Nothing.
before. We
You
can't hear you, bro.
shit.
Nah,
You
damn
can't say
thing.
shit.
Have it to your mic, old school.
We can't hear you,
If we could do
stupid.
this for your audio, then we know what we're saying.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
You can't hear this?
Yeah.
No.
okay.
Yeah. Why is it when you do this that works
Okay,
more
ready?
than anything
Ready?
else?
And go.
So, sometimes bad things help good things happen. If they didn't have to worry about buy rates, is that why we're getting this? Like, because they already have our $9.99 for the month. Like, if they had to worry about pay-per-view buy rates, would they have done what they're doing now?
Bruh, what else is going on?
Nothing else.
No matter what they do, it's gonna be
Show
buy rates.
must go on, right?
Show must
You're,
go
you're,
on,
you're
and
building a storyline. There's storylines that were built to
I
WrestleMania,
think
right?
this is- I think
To
this is
one
the
of your
way to do
to
it.
one of your controversial
Vic.
takes, old school. How is McIntyre supposed to get that pop? How's he supposed to get that next level push with no fans being there when he wins the belt?
How about now?
Someone will be excited about it, just seeing it on television. I mean, that's how we're all coping with this. We're all coping with it the same way, so they're giving us something to watch.
You know what's gonna?
It's like if I have to watch Endgame on a green screen, like the entire movie.
Well, we'll talk about this. It's
But
either for me, I'm either watching or I'm gonna play Call of Duty. So I'd rather watch WrestleMania than play Call of Duty Live.
Green screen being the biggest thing that they could have done under the circumstances. Like, you're not mildly curious about what the fuck is gonna happen, because
People tune in for shit
what
shows too.
the
Remember.
fuck is gonna happen?
I'm gonna tell you right now what this is really gonna show value and how social media can move a product. Because yes, we are all home, we're all tuning in. People will be watching, and the internet will be going fucking crazy. All those people that go to WrestleMania and are there and fucking enjoying that excruciating 12-hour performance, right? They're not gonna be home watching, tweeting, fucking on IG, doing all that other shit. This is gonna be the most it's gonna be hashtag WrestleMania 2020 quarantine edition. That shit's gonna at the PC whatever. It's gonna go crazy.
I'll tell you what.
I like that point, JP. I like that point because the internet might as well just break on that weekend.
I'll tell you what.
Or it's gonna shit on it profusely.
Nah, you know how Vince turns this around? Make WrestleMania free on Fox.
Again. Oh, my bad. That, yeah.
Make WrestleMania free on Fox for everyone to see what he puts together under the circumstances.
Well,
if wrestling fans don't appreciate it, the regular person will.
And see, that's where Vince would be a genius if he was listening to Mischief.
Do you think it'll make that much of an effect on Mischief? I mean, they already made the network free, so you're getting WrestleMania for free, and also a big portion of the library.
Yeah, but remember, like, the biggest situation right now is that everyone is home.
There's no barrier.
Be doing
there's no barrier.
On Saturday
you don't have to fill out forms. You just go to Fox 5.
How many people watch the Super Bowl that are not football fans, but they go to Super Bowl parties and shit, right?
And you have a bigger audience, yes.
Right?
Sure.
You understand what it is. You make it accessible on Fox, which you already have a
party,
partnership with, which you already played WrestleMania 30, whatever, the other day, right? And people were going crazy, loving it.
No doubt.
Simpletons.
No doubt. Speaking of loving it, Arn Anderson is not loving it. Yo, old school. Your boy's a little upset. Talk to me about it. What's ruffling his feathers this week?
Well, Arn doesn't give a fuck anymore now that he doesn't work under Vince, so he's just letting it all hang out.
Hey, shout out to JP.
And he's going after Sting and Triple H. What should have been an amazing main event, and they just shit it. And it's something like all of us have said, right? Like we've all said, they went the complete wrong way in what they did with Sting.
No, most def. And that's your boy. Can you defend that fact, or how do you feel about that?
I totally agree with it. I'm like, it was hot. It was hot garbage.
That's what the fuck I just said.
I don't know what. Do I have to sign language? Like,
are you a dumb?
I'm a dumb.
You're dumb.
You're dumb.
No.
Well, Mischief, let me tell you. I gotta talk to you.
This.
I gotta talk to you, man. Let's go over what was actually said by Arn in quote. Well, I thought it was 15 years too late. It was meant to beat over the head with you. We are WWE. We won the war. Here's your big star. Well, he ain't a big star here. Ouch, Mischief. Ouch, that's your boy.
Arn Anderson told no lies. He is absolutely right. Sting is not a star in the WWE universe. He's not. And so bringing him over, it would have been, just wrestling mindset. It's more valuable to give value to something that you just acquired so that it means something, that it's even there, right? Sting comes in looking like not his best work, right? Like, this whole match is a disaster in my opinion. Like, it's like I wanted to like it so much and it was the best we could have gotten, but and then storyline wise it made no fucking sense.
Well, you have this point. You have this point to that regard that he goes in and says, if you're not going to use Sting, okay, I can see you going Triple H's way, but you're not going to use WCW's biggest star in more than one match. You're just going to use him and dump him in one match. It's shitting on him, no? I mean, wouldn't you take the long run here with Sting?
It's because Vince McMahon is petty.
Future.
Vince McMahon is petty. Remember, Sting is one of the only superstars not to cross over when WCW was bought out. And Finally, 20 years, some odd years later, he comes through. He's like, and you're not gonna get this. You're not gonna get this.
Get a big fight into that.
He put polka dots on Dusty Rhodes. He beat Ric Flair. Sting had no chance, I guess, right? Is that what we're saying?
No chance.
I guess it's the
because those guys actually came over. Sting was like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna go to TNA.
Yeah. I guess it's.
He was TNA's biggest star for a minute.
He was.
Some things will never change. Was a big star. All the bullshit after that run-in too made no sense at the end there, JP. Talk to me about how much sense you got with shaking hands after a headshot with a shot to the head with the sledgehammer.
Coronavirus, no shaking hand. You go like this. The codito, the COVID virus.
Obviously, there's some shit that happened that wasn't, sanctioned. It wasn't predetermined. Some real feelings were riding off of elbows, and he wasn't liking it. He was not liking it, and that's why he got up from that sledgehammer. He shook his hand, because he said, "All right, boy, you over now, right? You over."
He should have pulled a Brian Pillman. He should have pulled a Brian Pillman and said, "Okay, Booker man, we're good," and walked out.
Yep.
I would have popped so hard.
Mic drop.
You should just smack him.
Yeah. Well,
fucking face.
The way he popped up after that sledgehammer sure looked like it. He was like, "Oh, I'm out of here. All right, man, shake your hand."
We know where Austin Aries.
All right, thanks for the paycheck, Mama Guevo. I'm out.
Now we know where Austin Aries got the idea from.
Fellas, WrestleMania is shaping up to be something of a new experience. And interesting, to say the least. Speaking of which, the build. One piece to take out of Raw's rerun episodic show that they're showing. I think they showed Royal Rumble's Triple Threat match. Let's talk about AJ Styles promo. Let's talk about Undertaker and AJ Styles versus in a Boneyard match. JP, what the hell is a Boneyard match?
All I want to know.
Is it a boom, 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 and a zoom, zoom?
Nah.
Shake, rub, shake.
What kind of bones we talking about? The chicken bones, pork bones, beef bones? Like, what we doing? Human bones?
That yard
kangaroo bones, deer bones?
That yard
kangaroo
bone.
bones? Is that what people do?
Like, why would AJ Styles challenge the Undertaker in a
This episode's called Kangaroo Bones.
He was scared of Samoa Joe. Like, what do you think you'd survive over the Undertaker? Like, you have a chance and opportunity to make this your match, to have an advantage, and you take him to a cemetery? He's the Undertaker.
This is definitely
Go somewhere with that stupid ass laugh, man.
How amazing would it be in an Ultimate X match, though? Taker versus Styles, Ultimate X.
That's gonna be a very.
And you trust the Undertaker to hang from the Ultimate X rope?
It's pre-recorded. We just cut scenes. You get a stunt double in there. Get it from a different angle.
What do we expect to see in this Boneyard match, Mischief?
Sting comes out. And then we get Sting and Hulk Hogan and Undertaker in a go fuck yourself match.
And then Sting gets buried.
Oh.
Literally.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I love it. Good shit.
I mean, it has the potential to be interesting. I don't know.
Interesting is a
Let me ask you a question. What has been the best WrestleMania match AJ Styles had?
We're always talking about how disappointing we are.
Randy Orton.
Exactly. So then you put him up against Undertaker?
Nah, man.
Him and Shane.
But I will give you this. There's two ways this can go. I feel you have AJ. If AJ put him over and make him look like a star, I can trust AJ to do that. Or the Undertaker gets over on him and they squash AJ, which wouldn't mean it's a bump in the road for AJ. It doesn't even mean much. And you keep the Dead Man's Legacy for what? I don't know. I like AJ Styles to keep us entertained here, man.
I think it's Taker feels safe with AJ. That's what it comes down to.
Right? Yeah, I trust AJ to make him look good and make him feel safe or whatnot. But then again, we get Saudi Arabia, so you never know.
We have the potential to see Taker's best performance in a long time, long time, and all because it will be edited. I'm sorry, but the
you can't go wrong
is
with
not
that.
A live performance. This is going to be pre-recorded. Give
I
the
love
man a
that
break.
point.
Give him his
I love
5-minute breaks in between takes, bro. Give him an action. You know what I mean? Give him some water. You know,
He needs some
Damian
milk.
Priest as his stunt double.
Now, check this
yes.
out.
Hey.
Check this out. I don't want no fuck ups then. No botches. You're
Oh,
editing
there
this
can't be
shit.
no
There
botches.
can't be
There
no
better be no
botches.
coffee cup in the corner. You know what I mean? There can't be no botches. It has to
Yeah.
seamlessly go with the live production that's happening. Similar to what occurred in that WrestleMania with Roddy Piper versus Goldust, right? That whole chase and all that shit was pre-recorded. But they took
How
it
many
back.
times can we mention that in this episode? Is that the game?
I don't know. This is the second time we're recording it, bitch.
I think
I don't know what's reality anymore.
what is real?
Is real?
Old school. Old school. I gotta ask you though, who wins?
I guess it's gonna be Taker, because why not?
Okay. I see that. Also, what I saw, or what I do like to see, Vanguard won. Mischief. How the hell was Chris Jericho's promo last night on Vanguard 1?
It was fucking amazing. Chris Jericho cutting a promo on a drone. How fantastic. Yo, Chris Jericho can cut a promo on a piece of garbage. You're a piece of trash. I don't like your political beliefs on social media, but I will recruit you into the inner circle, and I want to know if you want to become a part of the inner circle because I respect you. That is what Chris Jericho does. He is so great at just like fucking around.
Meanwhile, the ban on the fans is still in effect, so Jericho still has all the fans banned from the AEW arenas, guys. Let's not forget that.
That is true.
Old
I
school.
wasn't crazy though. I thought the interaction was too long with him and Matt Hardy. You know what I mean? Like I thought they could have cut that short, a little shorter. There was a lot of back and forth that just like they were like playing with the fourth wall, and they were like kind of like, isn't this? I'm magic.
Did you catch him calling him the maker of pain, and he's
Yeah,
back to his old ways and the old manners?
Yeah.
But he is
The vessel.
he's a different vessel of
3,000.
himself.
I feel like it
Judas.
was pandering to Matt, right? Like Matt's big complaint was that the E wasn't going to deal with him creatively. So now Jericho's like, all right, I'll give you all the time you want.
Boom.
Okay, no doubt.
And Chris Jericho, quite possibly getting better with age, right? Like he's someone we don't have to worry about losing in the next couple of years. He might not be where he was athletically, but his mind, forget it. We're going to get the moments we need in AEW.
He cut a promo on a Roomba
There you
on
go.
Twitter.
And his ability to sell a story that has never left. That's gotten better.
Mm-mm.
So even though athletically, physically, he can't, it's not what he used to be, but the story is still being told in an ultimate magnificent way. And it's why right now we're still talking about Chris Jericho even without the strap. And unfortunately, Jon Moxley's having the same title reign as he did in WWE as Dean Ambrose. He's second tier at this moment, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
Damn, yo, what's happened? What has he done? It's true, but like
I think he's just plateaued, bro. I think this is where it is.
nah, really, you're
gonna go
Give it up the run.
No. I'm
Giving
not
up?
He's still a main event performer. But what I'm saying is, this is the best you're gonna get. You just went to New Japan. You just went to the one company where you could do whatever the fuck you want, and we're still talking about Chris Jericho at age 57, over fucking Jon Moxley, who is the champion, who took the belt away from Chris Jericho. It's just, this is what it is. He's always gonna be a 1A, 1B type of main eventer. I'm sorry, Renee, fix that.
That's one way to put it. Hey, and I can't argue that, man. I still gotta see something special here. I want to see
He won the strap. And tell me the promo afterwards. What stood out for you? Nothing.
No.
He stole
give him the
Renee Young's
creativity.
toilet paper on a TikTok.
And he
Yo,
switched
he
music.
super kicked the shit out of her, yo, and then he stole her toilet paper.
I was that.
Gentlemen.
So you know what it is? It's old school booking, right? Like you always have the baby face on the chase. He finally overcomes it, right? Eventually, you just have a heel take it from him. So
right.
you've already gotten off. Like this, he's a transitional champion at this point. trying to see who takes the belt off of him.
So it looks like Jake Hager might be that next guy, right? He had the altercation with him.
Hey, are they backing themselves? They're backing themselves into a corner with all this WWE versus WWE guy.
Ooh,
Just
talk
saying.
to me. Mischief, elaborate on that.
We got Moxley Hager, we got Jericho and Matt Hardy. I'm just saying, like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, we got Brody Lee coming back. Like, he's.
Well, who do you put in? Like Darby Allin? They call Darby Allin an early Sting, and I'm like, Sting was a bodybuilder, all right?
Yeah,
he was
word.
beefier in the beginning of his career than he was at the end. This kid looked like he needed a sandwich.
But remember, when Sting was prominent, he was a sprightly fella, and he was splashing that spring splash, and I mean diving off the top. So I could see that.
He was still 110 pounds heavier than Darby Allin will ever be.
Oh yeah, will ever be, absolutely.
Mm.
Well, I'll tell you what I was impressed about.
Did you see Darby Allin on social media? Yo, he was there. It was Joey Janela and somebody else. They were in 7-Eleven, and he hit the coffin drop. So like right off the counter, he said,
that was worth the watch. Definitely worth the watch. We definitely
Too much
appreciate
Mountain
that,
Dew.
that little
it wasn't
nugget.
Janela, it was Sammy. Sammy Guevara was recording that shit. He's like, oh fuck.
Great
That shit
work
was dope.
with him and putting the audience in those drawn up cardboard papers, signs, and sitting next to them. That was gold, man.
Number one, I love his entrance music. Number two, him making out with Brandy's poster is kind of weird, but it was kind of funny.
Yes.
I find him hilarious. I think fucking Sammy Guevara is fucking hilarious.
Gentlemen, we gotta get to NXT, even though
before
of itself.
Before you get to NXT, how about Cody Rhodes on the announce table though? On the announce team, very reminiscent of what Triple H was bringing to the table in NXT and Raw, right?
Nah. I thought Triple H did it better. Number one and number two,
Oh,
Cody and Tony had like a couple of like awkward moments there where like they didn't even like they would be like dead air for like 30 seconds, and I'm like.
So is this what we do now? That is that you run a company, you show up, you have to be on commentary like Vince did.
You gotta do it all. You gotta do it all.
That's how it works.
That was him stepping up and saying, "Listen, I'll jump on the table today." I give him credit for doing it. It wasn't Chris, of course. Triple H is a veteran.
Yeah.
Chris Triple H.
Speaking of Triple H, the man has done big and amazing things with NXT, and he just continues to do work. Mischief. Our boy Killer Cross has arrived, and his teaser has interrupted Triple H and Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. TikTok. Now what?
The smoke show
and go.
Blows us all away. Holy shit! Killer Cross. And what a way. I don't know if I really wanted Killer Cross to be involved in such a high-profile part of NXT. I felt like he could have came a different way. But damn, ain't it fun for him to just go straight to the top like that? Not for the title, but for a very important storyline in NXT canon, right? Like with DIY and Ciampa and Gargano, the history, like we're staring down the barrel of like the same storyline that we've seen between them, and then TikTok, someone that we're very excited about, someone that I'm ecstatic to see. I wonder what his character is gonna be like. It feels like it's Killer Cross as Killer Cross can be. JP, you're showing us your search history, dog. That is crazy. Did you see that?
That is the only thing I'm looking forward to Killer Cross. To see the smoke show herself.
JP, keep showing me. Elaborate more on that.
I think it's going to be a wonderful matchup. Him, Ciampa, and Gargano, a triple threat match. I don't know. I can see something.
To be fair now, we have seen Adam Cole come in and debut on Drew McIntyre and not even had a match with him until after the fact. So this could be just a teaser that popped up. But hey, I am not mad at that. Triple threat match right off the bat. Put him in with the heavy.
So if it's not a triple threat match,
some people start right at the top, right? Like Taker, you couldn't start the mid card. Same thing with him.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No doubt. Old school.
Bishop, I know you had a hot take though.
Yeah, I did, but I forgot because y'all motherfuckers kept talking, and I was like,
You know the hot take. You know what it is. It's a Guardian of the Galaxy.
Dave Bautista.
Woo! Talk to me about
That
it.
was
huh?
old school hot
Talk
take,
to
though,
me.
actually.
Talk to me about him.
Old
And
school.
talk to
like,
me.
wait a second.
Old
But
school
that's
hot take.
not
Talk-
what I
old
was
school.
gonna say.
Old
But
school,
here we
talk-
are. Old school.
Old school, talk about it.
Well,
Tell us about and tell us where we heard such things.
So we were at Bloodsport 2, was it? Bloodsport 2. He did make a little bit of a challenge to a certain Guardian of the Galaxy, one Mr. Dave Bautista, who's going into the Hall of Fame this year.
Oh.
So what better place, what better time?
SummerSlam.
This is the platform.
SummerSlam, baby. That
I
would
hate
be
that shit.
exciting.
Dave Bautista versus Killer Cross. Would he go over to NXT, folks? Would the Hall of Famer to be jump the ship?
How about what's interesting is how these guys leave from TNA and like where they scatter to and how how life happens to them. John Morrison goes to SmackDown. John Morrison was the TNA like headliner. Or Impact, right? Like he was the Johnny Impact. He was that guy for them. The title holder I'm not crazy about, but people liked, I guess. They really enjoyed. Now he's in the tag team with Mischief.
He's a tag team champion.
With Miz.
Of the world.
Tag team champion.
Oh,
And now here we have Killer Cross, who would never really he always played with like the main event scene at TNA Impact, right? But never really got there.
man.
Now here we
Hunter,
are at
Hunter
NXT.
sure knows how to pick him. Yeah, he sure knows.
Remember, he's a character, right? And when it comes to characters, they don't depend on championships in order to push themselves over, put themselves over. And Killer Cross has been able to be relevant within the wrestling world without needing the gold. And that's why now an opportunity like NXT to push him to the top, I could see that working very well, very well. I think it has more potential than Aleister Black had.
Do we get right away a heel or a face feel?
Oh, definitely heel.
Heel,
You don't
heel.
interrupt such a back and forth like you did this week if it's not a heel.
Might be a complete giveaway here, but hey, that just leads us straight into the last and final segment of the day, boys. Let's wrap this up with some heels of the week, with the heels, pops, chair shot of the week. JP, talk to him a minute. Who's you got for the wheel? Who's your heel of the week?
My heel of the week? My heel of the week is the McMahon family.
Ooh.
Because, you see, 19 years ago today, they bought out WCW. They bought out the competition. And
Was
not
that today?
only do you buy out the competition, 19 years ago today,
Really?
you have your son make it seem like he bought it right from under you.
That was
Father versus son, back and
a
forth.
slick way to smooth things over, right?
19 years ago today, guys. The big fuck you for 2. Oh, also to coronavirus, because Roman Reigns just got ruled out of WrestleMania. That just happened right now. Yeah, it's official. He is out for WrestleMania due to coronavirus health concerns.
No doubt.
It makes sense. The man just came back. He's in remission. Like, there's no need. For what? Who is he gonna fight? Who is he fighting?
Old school.
Exactly. Que se quede en la casa, bro. Stay healthy. God
Stay
bless.
home.
See you next week.
Goldberg? He was fighting Goldberg for the title.
Well, I guess not no more.
In Goldberg's defense, he's in that age group that has to worry about the coronavirus. So
Yeah, he is.
So is Goldberg.
That's a thing. And then how much at risk are we talking here, guys?
So
You're right.
It's turned into a hazmat match.
That's some fucked up shit right there. Shout out to WARP. Mischief, who's your heel of the week?
Chris Jericho cut a promo on a drone. How could that not be the heel of the week? You can cut a promo on anything. He's going to be the leader of the free world when the robots take over. Chris Jericho could literally cut a promo on absolutely anything, and that is proof. He both dissed it and recruited it. That is my guy. That is the heel of the week.
Okay, old school Joe. Please tell me who your heel of the week is.
New Jack used the death of Chris Benoit and Eddie Guerrero to get over his episode, which is showing up next week, of Dark Side of the Ring. I'm just saying.
My God. Oh, he's got the next episode next week?
Yeah.
Shout out to the
He's
dark
just-
side of the ring, man. But damn, man,
The wing?
the wing.
What's the dark side of the
Now,
wing?
the
Yeah?
Hey, the
question
dark
is,
side
did
of the
we
wing.
talk about dark side of the ring? Did we talk about it?
I don't know if we
Because-
did, but we definitely got to mention that, man. Hell of a
Just
death.
2 times. An amazing, phenomenal show. If you are not watching, folks, please tune in. Viceland, Dark Side of the Ring, Chris Benoit story, part 1 and 2, just out this week. We got a nice preview over the weekend on YouTube. Wow, what a story!
Pop of the week though.
Or
Top
leave
of the
it, or
week.
leave it there.
JP Savage. Who's your pop of the week? What made you pop, sir?
Blue
When
Chew.
Way put David Arquette on the screen. No, I'm playing the pop-up show. No, my pop of the week was definitely Matt Hardy coming out afterwards, putting on that show that I talked about. Right, him within the stands, appearing, going on this long banter rage. He's over 3,000 years old, going back and forth with one of the best to ever do it, Chris Jericho. Phenomenal. It's the best I've ever seen of him. That has nothing to do with WWE, because he went back and it was caca sandwich. To take one line from Mischief over there, rubbing his tongue.
Nah,
Sandwich.
caca sandwich.
It seems like Jericho keeps making his way on these lists, man, of us, no matter what. Mischief, what made you pop this week?
Chris Jericho cut a promo on a drone. I don't give a fuck what you say. I pop mad hard.
No,
bro.
no offense. Did you not hit repeat? Did you not hit
Did you
rewind?
guys-
said that again.
Not to go back to the dark side of the ring, but did you guys see when Chris Jericho said, "Oh, if you think we're here honoring a murderer and this and that and the other, then tune on to something else, because this is not what it's about."
Yeah, he literally gave
Keep it
that
a
warning
fucking
ahead of time.
Keep it a
Crazy,
fucking real.
crazy. Old school pop of the week.
I give it to the man. I give it to the man who raises all his fingers except the ricochet finger. Arn Anderson.
How do you know which one the ricochet finger is?
I saw
I'm just
Pornhub
saying.
on
The one that
the
disappeared.
non-premium version.
Never search another man's search history.
Hey.
Okay. Him going off on Hunter, I'm all about it.
All about that. That shirt as hell made you pop. I heard the pop literally as I read it. Speaking of pops, chair shots of the week. Mischief, who are you gonna give that chair shot to?
The drone. No.
Wait, time out. I gotta ask you. Do you think the Jones still has it in him to do a double turn and wind up joining Jericho's flock?
No, the drone is the exalted one.
Oh shit!
We just haven't gotten to that part of the
I opened up
storyline.
a whole can of worms there, didn't I?
Tune in next week.
So
Shit's
go ahead
gonna
with your
get
chair shot,
crazy.
Mischief.
But how do you
Teddy
think he
Hart!
fits into the Vanguard?
Teddy Hart. See, this is why I'm the champion, baby, because I bring that hot fire. Right?
Spoke to me. Teddy Hart.
Teddy Hart is a piece of shit. Yo, Papo, what are you doing, dog? Apparently, he beat Maria Manic. I don't know, man. That's the story. There's a video of him with old school. Help me out. You know who it is.
Ace Montana.
Ooh.
Ace Montana, right? They were arguing. Ace Montana recorded it. Man, yo, just when you think like Teddy Hart's gonna get his shit together, he wows out, son. What's up with you, dog? You are wrestling royalty if you shut the fuck up. Like, if you don't fuck this up, you are there, dog. What do y'all told me before? He's the youngest fucking signee of the WWE?
Ever.
You're a fucking Hart? Dog.
And
That's
it's Maria Maniac's birthday today, by the way.
oh my god.
Happy birthday to you.
Let's have a manic birthday for her.
No nice things is not a gimmick for him.
Maria Manic.
Shout out to Maria Manic and happy birthday. I feel sorry to hear that news, man. And yeah, that's just unfortunate shit. You don't want to wish the bad on people, but damn, Teddy, you really wished you could got your head.
Teddy, you wildin', son. You wildin'.
Yo, and it
Crazy.
sucks, but not to
help.
lift the curtain up too much, but it sucks because I remember going to MLW and watching him perform, and him coming out afterwards and thanking every fan that was there. Teddy coming out and thanking
Almost
everybody.
F.
He put
What?
porn?
What?
He put what?
You said he put porn?
He performed.
Oh, when did he perform? On you or someone else? You were there when it happened? Yo,
Did he perform after or before he put the porn? Old school Joe, who gets the chair shot of the week?
20 years ago, all the headliners in WCW decided not to sign with the E, and they just sat it out. So the Invasion became the crappiest storyline we could ever imagine.
Unfortunately.
The Invasion storyline? You just
Mm-hmm.
That's who you're chair shotting?
Well, why'd you give it to him this week and not years ago when it happened?
That was weeks ago, motherfucker.
This podcast went on a thing yet.
Yeah, basically.
In all fairness, yes, you are right. You didn't have the chance. JP Savage, who gets you the chair shot of the week?
But I'm gonna say a chair shot for me actually is gonna go to the fans that actually hit up Dave Benoit afterwards about his father and going at him, man. Like, people are heartless, bro. Like, you really gonna come after somebody that's innocent from the entire situation? Chair shot to humanity.
That's kind of rough there, man. That's kind of rough.
You just gave all of humanity a chair shot. There's breaking news, right?
Talk to him.
March 28th.
Saturday.
March 28th, our partners Synergy Wrestle. They are supposed to have what was on paper one of like the most exciting pay-per-views.
Hey.
Right? However, shit's gone bad. Shit's crazy out here.
Shit's gone bad.
He was trying to put on, like he tried, Colin West tried everything he could to get it to work, and just unfortunately the scale of things was just out of everybody's control, except the WWE because they do whatever they want. So, that day, Saturday, March 28th, is not a day for nothing. We're all home. We're on quarantine. We all got nothing to do. You know what's great is to support indie wrestling. You know, a lot of us had a lot to say about Braun Strowman shitting on independent talent and begging for money. Well, Shelton Benjamin came out. He said, support independent wrestling. Right? Shelton Benjamin. And so, in that spirit, I think we should all support independent wrestling because everybody's hurting right now. And for $4.99 on Fight TV,
Cinco peso.
Yo.
Cinco peso.
Yo, Pornhub Unlimited is $3.99. All right, premium is $3.99. You don't pay nothing. But here we got for $4.99 Fight TV. You can support a good guy and a good promotion, Synergy Wrestling.
Synergy.
Football, fucked up beyond all recognition. The card is stacked, man. And let me just say, I mean, you're gonna see
my fridge.
JP Warhorse is gonna be on that card. It's gonna be exciting. Brandon Quirk.
Shout out to the Warhorse.
Oh man.
And a
Our boy
karate
Eric
kid.
Bradley. But I'm most excited about LSG versus Eric Corvus in you used my fucking garbage can, Eric Corvus match.
Yes.
HPC makes an appearance in that. Hey, watch that. We out here. So tune in March 28th, Saturday at 8 p.m. on Fight TV for $4.99. Yo, support a good guy and a good promotion and independent wrestling.
Hey, and you're not going to be watching anything better anyway, so might as well show some love and support the business that you guys love so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we got another hot take for you. JP, why don't you talk to him about Saudi Arabia and the WWE's contract negotiations up in Flair? Is the contract up? Is the deal up, JP?
You know, the reality is...
That's all the damn time we have for you folks this week. I don't give a fuck about no reality in Saudi Arabia. You know damn well you don't either. But JP, why don't you go ahead and tell them what we do care about, what they're going to do for us on YouTube.
Wash them hands. Wash them hands. Use
Before they hit
sanitizer.
subscribe.
Wash your
Stay
hands
home,
and wash
folks.
your ass.
Wash your ass. Wash your feet. You wash your ass crack, all that. No, but make sure to find us on all platforms: iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, Twitcher, Switcher, Mr. Witcher, Your Mother's Basement, Everybody's House. We're also on YouTube. We got it all. Make sure to subscribe. Jesus. Subscribe and rate us 5 stars. Give us those 5 blue chews in the air. Because you know we make it happen.
5 blue chews.
You already
10
know,
cows
folks.
to 10 toe,
You
ladies
can
and
thank
gentlemen.
us later.
Check y'all out.